Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Whoa, greetings, all blessings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Okay, we're just gonna jump right in. We got some technical error, but it's okay. We'll just get going. See how things work out. We'll do those that are in the chat, and then we'll do those that are here in the room, and then we'll do a separate chat for those that are out, for the chat room. So that'll be a separate video. So, all right, bush love everyone, and here we go. Blessings. Yeah, we'll do a message portion. Let's see how long, 10 or 15 minutes. So, see who's got a message for us today. So, all right, much love. Greetings. I am Gaia. There are parts of your world that are going through heavy weather, such as your hurricane regions at this time. A message to you on your earth to send a prayer, a healing to those that are going through these troubled weather areas. But it's not just your hurricane regions, there are your desert areas where many who have a lack of water. And there's places where there's too much water as for your hurricane areas. So you send blessings to those places and realize that you are consciously, as a world people, connecting to which weather you wish to experience. And those that wish to experience that certain weather pattern usually move. Remember, you as a collective are connecting, and you can say in some regard or voting, I would not put it there in that direction, but you are consciously connecting to these weather systems that appear on your planet. Wish you experienced them. It's up to you if you wish not to experience them, to put that into your manifestation before it gets too close, such as the weather patterns of your hurricane energies. You can manifest many things, and avoiding weather that is harmful you can avoid that easily, but it's up to you to connect to nature and to live with nature and understand it better. Sending love. Love to you all. I am Micheal. Blessings. There are weather patterns in your earth. Yes, it's causing much ruckus for many in your earth's consciousness. And then these places of disruption is one way of a purge, but also a soul experience of, is this what you wish to experience still? Many do choose to leave these areas, and others just learn to prepare more carefully. It is many lessons within that. Also, friendship is very powerful in places like that where new friends are made to bring you more closer to humanity in many of these weather apparitions that happen around your world. And they're usually used to being isolated, and your weather patterns cause disarray, forcing you to know others. You realize that. And it's just not to say force you on people, but it does give you a reason to connect to others and become more social in humanity. Many do feel foreign here in this human form. Realize that. Before these areas, though, there is much lessons to be learned, but much of it has to do with friendship, actually, and trust, and trusting one's instincts, and trusting those around you also. It is somewhat, in a way, bringing humanity together. It has a funny way of doing it, but some need to be forced to be friends with others. You feel it's okay to be friends with others instead of having this fear around you constantly, feeling that someone will backstab you. That is the way of life. It is a way of opening up also to your abilities, to your senses, to better trust them. So it's not just trusting others, but it's trusting your senses that are around you. Who is to trust and who not to trust. This has much to do with it as to your weather patterns that do bring tension to one's life. send you love and understanding of your lifetimes here. There's always more that has not been fully understood, and it is not to be fully understood because many still wish to be in the human form and enjoy being human, but as you go to more of a spiritual connection, you will see how everything works here. And your mind also will begin to understand why everything happens for a reason. And sometimes some don't like those reasons, but they do have their positive effects. Much love to you all. Many blessings. There are other entities here to connect. They are unusual, but they do have a small message here and there. Much love. Greetings, we are the Sirians. We have a small message, a short message for your society. As you go into your spiritual awakenings, you'll realize also that there are limitations to connecting to spirit only because you are being tested of how truly, how far you want to go. It is like it's a test within a test within a test to see how fully ready you are. Much has to do with ego, the test of ego. If you connect spiritually and say, yes, I have powers, I am beyond humanity, then you're most likely your power will only go so far. If you just, yes, these abilities are able to help me connect to humanity, but also help humanity heal, then your powers will increase. If you just selflessness, well, move throughout your humanity, you will feel the flow as you connect more with spirit, and you'll see the energy flow through not just you, but those around you, even around the world. You will feel this energy, and then those that need your connection will find you and message you, and you will not know why they did that. It's because you're connecting more, and you can give them healing or a message to go into more of an awakened state when they're ready. You are all connecting spiritually, always. It's just that some are blocked because of ego is doing the blocking for you. Because the more you become less egotistical, it'll be easier to connect to everyone. And this process will go out throughout your world. Connecting with nature easier, connecting with everything, your manifestation will come through faster also. Ego has its purpose, yes, it is a test. You can turn it around and make it for everyone, not just yourself. Greetings, I am Raphael. understand the effects of your sun affects you daily. So if your sun is having a bad day, you are having a bad day, most likely, depending on how you're spiritually connected. Even those that are not spiritually connected do feel it. When you say, oh, I'm having a bad day, an off day, your connection to the sun is off. So you all have an individual connection to the sun, and it's different for everyone. And also, many of you have aspects on the sun and not realizing it. And there's some astral conflict going on. What's blocking you from the sun? Because realize your sunlight, even if you're not outside, still connecting to you. It does light your room, doesn't it? And it does come through your walls. It finds a way to, mostly through your windows, but they still find a way to you. The sun is your friend, but also to realize it can release much negativity, but also connect you more with spirit and your universe. Wish you connect more with your universe and other universes. Connect to your sun in meditation, and you can find your way through different galaxies if you wish. I think that's enough for me at this time. Is there any questions? I'm happy to answer them.
Thank you so much for coming through. First question is from Julie. I have a friend, Marissa, I've met from a distance, and we have talked every day for over a year online. What is my connection with her?
One moment. There was some breaking up. One moment. That was slightly distracting. One moment. But yeah, Series A lifetime, female lifetimes, Sirian lifetimes. Similar to Earth, but not more simplified Earth. Interesting. I see many cows on this reality also. Not to go further too far into that, but it was a Sirian race that was very connected to your cow species. Using them as I don't say using them, but connecting to them in a way as seeing your cow as your friend. I know that sounds strange, but it does play a big part in your world as for feeding now, doesn't it? And many of these beings on your world were prepped, you can say, before they came into this incarnation. But as for your connection with this one, many Middle Ages lifetimes, Roman lifetimes, but Middle Ages mostly, as brother, sister, friend, and sometimes foe, but right now, close friend, I see. Blessings.
Julie's second question is, who has been around me for the last couple of days? Things feel different. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yes, it's reptilian energy, actually, but actually a reptilian teacher is around you at this time. The name of this reptilian is it's the name Nor is the name. No, it's an angelic reptilian, actually. That is clearing out your space. It is someone you know in many lifetimes, but it's clearing out your space for you to meditate easier, for you to... You're letting go of many things you no longer need. Also, and your abilities are strengthening also. So, that is all I have for you. Blessings.
Okay, Christy, go ahead.
Hello, Raphael.
Yes.
My first question is regarding we're on the 10th day of the geomagnetic storm, and I wanted to ask about that, the geomagnetic storm and the time shift markers that are associated with the core matrix prime directive reboot.
Yes, that is quite complicated, isn't it? It is nothing to put a lot of energy into. It is something that's quite common on your world. It is shifting others to certain timelines. You can say it's a gradual shift to another timeline that you wish to connect to. That is all I see with that. It's not too... Some of these ideas are given a little bit more attention than they need to. It's something that's quite common. It's not just, it's in all areas of your world. It just makes it easier to shift to timelines. Yes, you already have that, but for some, they find it very noticeable because some you see more timelines that they're usually connected to. But those that are very connected to spirit. Most are not there. Some meaning timeline shift, meaning a new car, a new way of living, a new spouse. Many of these things happen during this time. If that makes sense.
Is that what Bashar was talking about when he's saying that everything will change in the fall because of this geomagnetic storm and the timeline shift and the reboot and everything?
Well, everything changes. It just many do not notice. Yes, you're going through an election time, so yes, things will change after that, won't they? A little bit, at least. We do see much anger building up on one side of the road, we could say. But other than that, it is not. Yes, that is what Bashar says a little bit. Sometimes there's always shifts going, but for what he said, for many, it will be business as usual. Many will have another outlook on life. That will change. Some become more spiritual, some become more negative. There is an awakening as for spiritual connections, but this is a gradual process that's been happening some time. What Bashar is connecting to is something that's always been there, but it's been always there throughout your years. He is sensationalizing it, but it is another way of giving some a push to another way of thinking, possibly. But other than that, it is business as usual in your world. Some will awaken, some do not. Your political climate is mostly what I see, what he is seeing. Everything will change to a certain degree, yes. To a certain degree. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I understand. And my second question is for the Hopi, the Native American Hopi prophecy. They speak of the red kachina as the great purifier. What is that they're speaking of? Is that Nibiru or they said Nibiru or Planet X? So I'm kind of confused of what they're talking about. That is.
I don't believe they're talking about any of those planets, but they possibly, some of that might have been skewed in there. What they are doing is sending energy to your world, hoping for it to, adding to it to give it more positive outlook. And if it has to connect to a planet, that is, so be it. And that planet will send energy to this world. If it feels that it will be accepted wisely, many of your planets do this, but it is a way of allowing a world to give you a new direction, share their knowledge with your knowledge, to shift you into a more pleasant reality that some wish to connect with. So yes, that is what they're. As for a certain world, there are different worlds they're doing this with. So it depends on what consciousness you are all connecting to bring into this reality. But they are sending positive messages to your Earth, yes.
Oh, yeah, because they talked about the blue kachina being the comet Ison, and after that, then this changes started happening in the prophecy, and then they wrote that on like the rock, the stone. They have it written like in there the time shift around this time of you can choose which timeline you want to be on.
Yes.
So I didn't know what the red purifier meant. So maybe I was thinking it might be the sun's geomagnetic storm. That's why I was asking.
A moment. Yes, it does have, well, yeah, so it has much to do with it. But your sun's always, yes, you're using the sun energy to connect to you, yes. It's a form of connecting to other worlds also to bring that knowledge to you. So, yes.
Thank you so much for answering
Yes.
all my questions.
Yes, thank you.
Many blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, Amy?
Hello, Raphael.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings to you. Firstly, I would like to ask after my missing cat.
Yes, it seems like
You have
he is lost at this time. As for him appearing again, it is not looking too good at this time.
Okay, thank you. My second question is, does anyone, any of my guides or anyone have any messages for me of any importance?
Well, yes, to cheer up during this time, yes, it is. It's also showing you that you're going through a shift also. A shift of environment change. This will make more sense eventually. You will know when it happens. A changing way of doing things in your household.
Okay.
You will know it. And as for your cat leaving is a sign of that shift. And more to come, more signs to come. You will notice it when the time is right.
Is there anyone, any specific guide, or be it galactically or family or otherwise, that is near me right now? I mean,
But yes, you have grandparents around you at this time.
okay.
And your main guide is just saying you will know it when, yes, a grand shift is coming in your phase. It's just not to worry about it, but bring more comfort in your day, though.
Who is my main guide, if I may ask?
A moment. Yes, a female by the name of Serafina.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Emmy.
Hi, Archangel Raphael. How are you?
Thanks. I am doing well.
My first question is, what rocks or stones can I use to get, I guess, help me get more in touch spiritually and connect with my guides more? I do ask and invite my guides to come in, but it's really hard for me to connect.
One is the rose quartz, but two, your guides are saying find a place where these stones are at your shops and let your guides guide you, or let the stones message you. That would be the best bet, because there's so many different kinds. To give you a certain one would not be doing you justice.
Okay, I have a lot of them in my house. And I have a rose quartz, but I'll pick out a new one just for them.
Yes, they're saying new ones would be good, but you have to find.
Okay, and then just my second question is, are there any messages for me from anybody?
Yes, message from the Sirians. You are being led into a new direction. Job change, possibly. You will know it when it happens, of course. Many signs before it will come. They say in the fall, you will be directed. New opportunities will arise, they say.
So sometime between now and the end of November?
They just said you know it when it happens. They're not giving you anything else.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Blessings.
Okay, next question are for our member Sheena. So her first question is just about her connection to India and Shiva. And she's just been told by a few people that her abilities are really well, and was told to look into India before, and she was just wondering what her connection is with Shiva.
Where connection to India and Shiva, yes, goes back into your ancient days of India, yes. And to times of prehistoric times also. Times where there was no history written. She's more there as a galactic being, a Sirian being, bringing much assistance to that area. Also, there are many Andromedas there in that area also that she was connecting to. That brought culture, agriculture to that area. So she has many roots within there. She can connect to the ancient times to also open up more of her abilities to have a clear connection. Yes, you can. Yes, your guides are saying yes. You were there during the caveman times, to give you an idea. But also, you were there as a cave woman, actually, to some degree. Yes, as a Neanderthal, but also you had many galactic lifetimes there. Settling the Earth was much of your energy there, preparing it for its future. Thank you.
Okay, her second question is about a couple helicopters, black and gray helicopters that she feels follow her a lot. They could be different helicopters, but she just feels they follow her often, and she's just wondering who they are and what they're doing, why they're interested.
I would not worry about that. You're putting paranoia into that. There is a lot of energy. Yes, there is a lot of what they're looking into, but you just, yes, you. The reason you're feeling that is because you feel like you're being watched. And that's quite understandable because you are, but mostly by galactic beings. It is spirit. Much of this I can't go into, but it is nothing to worry about. Let's put it that way. But there's black. I do not see those black helicopters watching you, but you do have paranoia of who is watching you. But you have many beings around you also. Not all are very pleasant to be around. So that's probably where your paranoia is coming from. You have many extraterrestrials that know you from other lifetimes. Some are reptilian, but not all. There's a Pleiadian also that has... You don't normally see a Pleiadian that has a beef with you, but in your case, you do have one that knows you as a brother from another lifetime, and to him, you still have unfinished business. So thank you. Blessings.
Thank you. Next up is Miguel.
Hello, Raphael.
Oh, greetings.
Blessings to you, brother.
Yes. Blessings.
My first question is, I recently updated my crystal grid at home, and I was wondering if the energy is balanced and if it's more healing now.
Yes, it is. And strangely enough, there is a lot of, well, I'd say strangely enough, but there's a lot of Martian energy there. Your Martian lifetimes, interesting enough, it is activating much of your Martian lifetimes. You might not be fully aware of this, but it's also helping you release those Martian lifetimes. You have 5 lifetimes in Mars that were not easy lifetimes, and doing this crystal grid is allowing you to release much of it. You might not feel the effects, but it is there. You might see it in your meditation, depending on what you want to see. If you allow it to come through your meditation, it will come through. If not, there are other healers you can connect to.
I've been feeling kind of grumpy. I don't know if that's related.
Yes, it is. Yes. It's just part of the releasing process. Yes, those are not easy lifetimes at all. There's one after the other, too. And they're all male lifetimes. So they're a lot of tension was during. It was also has a lot to do with the government of that world that you were dealing with. You're like a politician that couldn't get anything done. And you had multiple lifetimes where you're trying to. You can almost point, yes, you can look at this world. It's like a senator trying to make things right for the people. It seemed like it was impossible. Just to humanize it a little bit for you, but to give you something to relate with. Because you're more of a spiritual being on Mars, and where many were not. Many were very selfish, as they are here. And to continue a lot of that here, actually. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
And my second question is, do you have a message for me?
Well, yes, to add to that, it will take a couple of days to heal this. Also, or a healer to assist to quicken it. Yeah, it is quite fascinating what we'll connect to Ivan to connect to you too. This is something that it would be good for you to know, though. We can't go into detail here, but we'll bring some clarity into your lifetime to some degree. Other than that, as the angels are blessing you, you are courageous to come into this reality, because many were saying do not need to reincarnate here, but it is giving you some closure, and that is what you wish to accomplish here. I believe you are on your last incarnation if you wish to do so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hello, Archangel Raphael.
Yes. Greetings.
Greetings. Okay, there's a girl that I only talk to on Facebook, and I knew her from school. She's got blonde hair. She's pregnant. Name's Donna Brown, and she's scared of World War III. Her son, who's 7, is psychic and keeps talking about it, and he says that it's going to start in China and then come for them in Australia. I'm just wondering if you can give her some information so her and the son don't in their reality. And I feel a connection because my son was doing the same thing, and what I found about him was he was just connecting to his past lives. So I'm just wondering if you can give me any information to help her.
What this child is doing, yes, he's connecting actually to future timelines that are possible. He's very much a time traveler. He's connecting, yes, he's had lifetimes, he's been on worlds where there was a World War III. And that fear is moving into this reality. So he can easily connect to it. You can say an alternative Earth is what he was connecting to. Where he had an alternative, his other lifetimes was an alternative Earth. When there were many Earths. And this was one of a World War III. And he went through it, he did not live through it either. So connecting to this world, he's connecting to a timeline, whereas a possibility connecting to your, it will not happen. But much fear, understand that is within his cell memory. Is like it's happening right now, from what I see. It's troubling him deeply. It's definitely happening. We'll send him energy to help him release that, but he is holding on to it for dear life, as we see. He's unable to let it go.
Yeah, so I'll just let her know it's not going to happen at all. He's just connecting. Yeah, okay. Thank you. My second question, I'm just curious because she's 4 months pregnant. And I'm just wondering, I'm just curious if you can do this, like if you can give me messages from her unborn daughter. Oh, I think it's a girl. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I'm just wondering if you can give her some messages from her, from her unborn child, or if they're willing to. Or
only that the pregnancy will go well, it will be healthy, and this child will grow up into a meaningful existence. Meaning, one moment, this child will not go through the depression as the other child is going through. More full of life, very intelligent. Connecting to music, I see much music around this one. Wishing to be part of a musical instrument, to have a musical instrument within their experience here on Earth. I do see the violin, but I do also see other musical instruments there. Also, so basically, it's a possibility as for this one wishing to connect to that. It will raise this one's vibration for sure. It is this is a Andromedan starseed.
Andromeda. And it is a girl, yeah.
As far as I can tell, yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes.
Much love.
Okay, Daniel?
Greetings, Raphael.
Greetings.
Blessings, my friend. So for my first question, late today I delved deep into one of my gray lifetimes, and it's I feel like you were there for this. Despite healing those that I ended up negatively affecting, it's I still feel this sense of I feel like I need to do more. And it's do you have any messages or suggestions on how to move forward from here?
Well, realize that lifetime you needed that lifetime, and others needed to experience it with you. That darkness was needed within you to release it, but also explore. You're exploring your darkness, but also it brings many lessons to those around you. Yes, there might be karma that's involved. It does feel like you went too far, and you feel terrible about that now, because it could have been avoided.
Mhm.
But it is something that realize that it is in the past though, and you have cleared out the karma from it. You're just holding on to it, which is okay. Is because you're just sympathetic to those that you were affected.
Yeah, it's like I just feel like that very strong feeling of like, they didn't deserve to like,
Yes.
They didn't deserve all that, and like to have them like hold on to those wounds, it's like it felt terrible. So like, going out of my way to do that, I don't know. I guess it was like my way of like making things right, as it were.
Yes, and you're sending healing to those still. You're sending healing to those. You're telling them you apologize. You're doing that right now, and you will eventually find peace. So you can say in many ways you're in a mourning state, but eventually you will eventually feel satisfied that you have finally made your apologies. You made good with them.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. This leads me to my second question, which is how, like, I know like there's a difference between like I don't know, like going within my past and like seeing what I need to see versus going a bit too far and getting lost in my own past. And it's like to really see some of the things that I did to these grays and reptilians. It's like I had to really push myself to do that. So it's like, where's that fine line between going like too deep into my own past, getting lost in it, and seeing what I need to see? Like, where do I draw that line?
You will know.
I don't want to like get lost. Okay.
I do not see you getting lost either. Just go as far as you need to go, because you will not be going that far unless you needed to go.
Okay, so it's like the fact that I don't know every little detail, like what I did, is not necessarily a bad thing.
It is not. No.
Okay.
But I would go as far as you feel like you will not get lost. I do not see you getting lost, but you might get lost in the emotion of those lifetimes, where they hold you down, and that is the only thing. But you can release that also. Connecting to them is very important for you. It's the only way you're going to move forward. So there's nothing wrong with connecting to them.
Okay. I do feel like there's a lot more stuff, interesting stuff, but yeah. Thank you for that.
But you will find peace. It will take some time, but you will find peace.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for helping me earlier with healing one of them.
Oh,
thank you. Blessings to you, my friend.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, next up is Trayan.
Yes, you are kind of low. I think I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's soft, but yes, I can.
So last night I did a visualization involving the daughter of a previous work colleague. I guess it was kind of like a coaching session to help her emotionally. It was a visualization, and I was wondering if you could give me some feedback on what actually happened and if it's really going to make any.
Well, yes, this connection, this is a work colleague? Because you're helping...
to their daughter.
Your daughter, You're helping her release her past lives. You're helping her release much of this so she can go forward. She brought a lot with her, it seems. You're assisting her releasing much of it so you can communicate easier. It does seem like she's a little bit difficult to communicate at this time to a certain degree. Not always listening. But she's clearing out much. That's what I'm seeing at this time. I'm not sure if you can connect with that.
So is this happening outside of the session as well, or was it during the session, and was it just during the session, or was it during the session plus like during my sleep time or something?
During your session and during your sleep time. You are doing it constantly, yes, actually. for this time, yes, it will in the next few days you should see some result as for calm. If that makes sense to you.
Okay, so you're saying that there's an aspect of me working with her constantly?
Yes. Well, you're always working with her, yes. But it does seem like you're assisting her in clearing many lifetimes at this moment. And there is some tension there between the two of you, but not the negative, but it is a slight tension between the two as she goes through the releasing process.
Okay, thanks. So is this related to my gatekeeper role or just a
Yes,
past life connection?
It's a gatekeeper role, yes. It is part of that, but it's also your connection with her is also to help her, obviously lead her to her direction and in life, and you are working on that right now, but unconsciously connecting to that. If that makes sense too.
Okay, thank you. That was all I had.
Okay, next is Kimberly, and I have her questions here. Her first question is about when she's connecting with her Sasquatch family at night. She says there seems to be other higher multidimensional beings there around her, possibly sending her downloads, and she just wants to know who they are.
Yes, there are reptilians and Nordics. The tall blonde Nordics are around her at this time. Reptilians are positive. She has many lifetimes with them on positive realities. But they are assisting her, helping her ground in this reality also and expanding her vision. But she can see more her future to a certain extent. She will know, she will understand this. This will take some time, but she'll have certain feelings of turn events coming in her life that are being prepared at this time. You can say they're setting it up. That's one way of looking at it. But nothing too drastic, though. They do say you should be able to predict the future a little bit more clearly on certain events that are needed. She needs a sneak preview, you could say, before it happens. And some of this has to do with family members, also connections. But it's only to prepare her, that's all. And give her a sign that she's on the right track also. Thank you.
Okay, second question is, and she's actually asking you, do you have any messages for her?
Yes, let spirit find you. Let spirit remove you from the old way of thinking through meditation or just through intentions. If you wish to renew your life, put your mind there of renewal, of a change of events. Put yourself on another timeline where you have more things coming your way that you wish to have in your experience. It is tough to let go of the old ways of looking at things, but when you have more of a direction to go where you wish to go, think more of your future and where you'd like to be, and manifest that to bring it towards you. Blessings.
Thank you. Next up is Gray.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, welcome and thank you. My first question is any messages from my guides, especially regarding any physical pain or my current job situation.
As for your job situation, your guides are saying it will get better. There is much conflict there, but it will calm down over the next couple months. There is tension, it seems like, with upper management, or they are not seem to be getting along very well. As for health, they do recommend connecting to Reiki for health. that is up to you to go in that direction, but it will bring much help. It will help you release lifetimes that you no longer need, but also put you on a path that you wish to be on. There are some blockages within your heart chakra that can be cleared. I will send you energy.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
My second question is, I'd like to know who my ET/spiritual family is. Or maybe some of them, I guess.
There is Arcturian, lots of Arcturian energies around you at this time. They're assisting you on your spiritual path, but also your work environment. Also your health also. Some of your health issues are due to Arcturian because of your high vibration spirit in a body of third density, third, fourth density. So it's easy to be ill here because you're so sensitive to many things also. That is a cause of health malfunction here. It is quite normal, but sometimes it takes several lifetimes for the soul to be more prepared for this incarnation as for human. But as for, you do have the Arcturian energy is very powerful. One moment. But also, you have Palladian, but mostly Arcturian. You do have mostly Arcturian there. You have others, but the Arcturians want to make sure that then you know that they're there.
Okay. Cool, thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, Micheal?
Blessings, Gabriel. I am curious to know if my current state of being mindset, which feels very dark, if it is self-sabotage mechanism, other beings, or past lives, or what kind of information can you give me about that?
Well, first off, I am Raphael.
Sorry.
Nice to meet you. It's fun.
I knew that after I said it. Sorry.
But also, which is fine. Well, you are connected to Gabriel, actually, to bring a healing, so it is quite understandable. But as for your... One moment. Yes, you're being very hard on yourself. That's one thing. There aren't any being... Yes, there are some beings, but mostly being too hard on yourself. You're not letting go of things either. In some ways, you're like punishing yourself. But to forgive yourself, well, yes, I realize. Forgive me of what? I understand. But to just give yourself a break, to relax more, yes, there's a lot of going on in the mind at this time that is causing friction. And that is up to you to let that go. Even no matter what I say, it's up to you to bring that to a healing status.
And I do that by sending my heart love.
Yes.
And healing.
Okay, this is something that does take some time to let go of.
All right. Just some general anything for me other than beyond that.
Well, your guides are saying visualize gold around your chakras around you and allow negativity to release into this gold and have it absorbed into light.
Okay.
That will help very much. Anyone can do this also the meditation, or you can do it. It doesn't have to be a meditation. That will help very much. It will help also let go of bad habits if you wish to let go of them.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Much love.
Okay, next up is Stephen.
Greetings, Raphael. Thank you. I was wondering, a couple times they've been channelers and beings been coming through it and talking about my AI connection. I was just trying to see if I can get more information about my connection with the AI, and I had an ideal about like police vehicles and like ambulances and stuff having artificial intelligence in them, where if they come up to like a scene of an accident, they'll be able to scan the vehicle and repair the vehicle and the person all at once and be on their way. I was just wondering if there's a connection with that Thank you.
Oh, yes. But you're connecting to, is it more of a positive reality you're connecting to? Yes, where it's also a future life you're connecting to also. We are seeing, yes, is a future life, but also past lives. But for you, it seems like it's very future that you are building up to, which is quite interesting. But there are other realities that can connect to AI easier than yours. Yours is not truly intended to fully connect to it in the way that it would like to be connected to. Remember, you're humanizing much of it. So humanizing an AI is not easy on this world. It does have some way of turning against humans, as it is said, but not. That's not entirely true, but it can. But yes, AI on this reality is very difficult. But I do see it coming into your reality eventually, yes, as more of the norm. But what you're connecting to is actually a future lifetime. Thank you.
All right, sweet. Thank you. And any messages from my Garthan, Zaha, the Hadarians, or just in general? Thank you.
Interesting enough, the dolphin races are connecting to you, assisting you in releasing past lives, but also realize you've had many lifetimes as a dolphin on other realities, but in this reality, you speak to them more than you realize. You do wander off in astral into the oceans, and many of you do this. You wander off into the oceans and feel that this is home, and land dwelling is not your thing. It's just that's where you feel the love, the acceptance, everything that might be missing in your life. And many are seeing this, especially those that are connected to the mermaids. They find it difficult in this reality as they come back into body and they cannot swim with the fishes. But they feel at home, they still have to be stuck in traffic instead. So it makes it quite difficult in this reality. Blessings.
Yes, thank you. Much love.
Yes.
Okay, Blue.
Yes.
Great.
Hello.
Yes.
Is this Uriel?
Raphael.
Raphael. Okay. Sorry. My question is regarding what happened to me or what happened today. I'm actually confused. I don't know how to approach things because I feel like a lot of people who is pushing me to choose other directions in life. I don't know if I bring healing to these people. I don't know if I bring anything good to them, but should I be with them or should I leave them? I'm living with them. I don't know if I should continue being around them anymore. And I got an answer from my guide that I would leave about in 2-3 months. Something would happen. I don't know if it's related to this.
But it's always up to you. It's all up to you. Everything here is up to you. You're just not sure what decision to make. But these decisions are all in your hands, though. Yes, you're part of a turning point in your life. For us to make that decision for you will not be right. We'll not be doing you justice. It is for you to follow your happiness, what you want in your reality. What do you want to experience?
Well, I'm really tired of it. I mean, spiritually, it helps me on other ways of not being challenged, but I don't think I would have the chance to improve spiritually. And I mean, if it's up to me, I would do it.
Yes.
But I don't know if it's the right thing to do it or.
It is something, yes, you must connect to for a long time to fully understand what the answer is. Something to dwell on. That is not the correct word, but to have in your reality more, to think about it for a long time. Let's put it that way. That way, finally, the answers will come to you more clearly what to do. Yes, you feel like, yes, you're being pulled right to left at this time. But the answer is all within you, though.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, others think I bring them pain, and I don't know. I know that I don't bring them pain. That's just what they think.
Yes.
But yeah, and my other question is about, I think it was 2 days ago, I connected to a source of information about some kind of energy ball or some kind of comet will hit the Earth. Some kind of energy, I don't know. It looked like a fireball when I saw it. It was coming down to Earth and hit Earth and kind of grounded itself in the center of Gaia. I was wondering if it was the truth. I mean, will this kind of comet hit the Earth, or?
It's all a possibility. It's what is permitted on your Earth. But as for that occurring, there's many that do hit your Earth, and that one that you're connecting to is a possibility. It has not been decision has not been fully made on that yet. If it would be allowed into the Earth, the human experience.
Yeah.
It's still up to debate at this time. But you are connected to it very clearly, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, and I saw others being affected by it energetically. And I was just doubting the information when I got it from my guides. But then I asked Gaia, Earth, and
yes,
she agreed with me, and she said she had been kind of asking for this energy to come to assist her.
Exactly, yes.
Kind of like the Moldavite asteroid.
Yes.
Moldavite.
To say if it's not, it is coming, yes. But as for the effect, it is hard to say what kind of effect it'll bring.
Okay.
Or if it'll even crash down on your planet altogether. But it is on its way.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. That was all. Bye.
Okay, next up is our member Bianca, and I have her questions. Her first question, when I'm following my joy, what is messing this up for me, and what is it that I'm doing that allows this?
It is past lives that are still changing your timeline. Past lives you have not let go of. So once you release that, you will find more happiness. That is all I have for that lessons.
Yeah, she's having quite a few people messing up her communication devices, so she wasn't sure.
Yes.
Okay, second question. What councils are connected to me at the moment, if any?
One moment. Greetings, I am Gabriel. Raphael had to leave real quickly. One moment. There's much Arcturian energy is around this one, but she's reluctant to connect to them. Still, her past lives are keeping her from connecting to her higher love, what she wants to manifest. Her past is still lingering around her. Past lives, negativity around her from the past is holding on to her dearly. She's unable to fully let it go. When you finally let it go, more positive things will happen in her environment. And yes, the Arcturian energies will come through more. Arcturians, but you assist her and bring out the negativity around her. Right now, they are assisting her greatly. And getting her attention also with her connection issues. Blessings.
Thank you. So does that also answer her question about like which councils are around her?
Yes, mostly Arcturian.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was the same thing. Okay, so next up is our new member, Randy. And his first question is, I had a dream on Monday regarding a girl that I've never met. What is the meaning of my dream?
It is a possible soulmate connection. It has not been fully determined, but it is a possibility of you connecting to this person. First you see him in a dream, then you see him in real life, so it's a possibility. It has not been fully, the connection is not fully there yet. It is a future timeline that is still up for debate as for connecting to.
Thank you. Second question. Sorry.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, sorry, Gabriel. Okay, so his second question is about his grandparents, and I think he really just wants to know if they've reincarnated, or what they're up to and how they are.
They are doing well. They are protecting him from other energies. I believe, going back to his first question, I believe he did connect to that person that he is seeing. That is up to him to connect to that person if he wishes to do so. There's actually karma within that one that he is seeing. So it's up to him to make that connection, though. But as for grandparents, they're clearing out many energies. It seems like there's many beings around him that are pulling him in different directions, what I'm seeing at this time. But to just go with your flow, go by what you want. Some might try to interfere, and they are trying to remove that process. Sometimes beings like to get into your mind and put a thought into your mind, and you're actually doing what that being wants to do. Your grandparents and your guides are assisting you to clear that. But there's many around you. They're very excited around you, so they're trying to take you in different directions. You might feel a pull at some degree of how sometimes it's hard to make a decision. That is where that comes from. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Gabriel. That's it for webinar questions. Thanks for switching.
Yes. Much love to you all. Healing to you all. Lifetime healings and future love. And present love, of course, also. But future love also, that continue present love to the future. And a great healing for you all. Before I leave, also, don't forget about your inner child. Allow that to come through. There is too much seriousness here. That is true. Allow that laughter to come through. Well, rings.
Welcome back.
Oh. I like to do a blessing.
Sure, I would.
All right, much love, everyone. And next one is on Thursday night. So, blessings.